Hello, my name is Smith McMurdo, and today I want to expand your preconceived beliefs about authorized aesthetics and how the radical fluctuation towards this new tactical and perhaps confronting form of resistance will impact the age of the modern neoliberal city. To understand the significance of authorized aesthetics, we must illuminate the influence that street art has in voicing public dissatisfaction towards items such as foreign policy, gentrification, or quality of life. Throughout the unit, exploring authorized aesthetics provides us with an understanding into how the radical media can be used as a vessel for change or a call to arms. The taboo nature of these forms of media is often foreshadowed by the intended purpose being to expose the dark and sordid nature of societies and cultures. For instance, take the Bondi Seawall mural, which was explored in week 2 as it spotlights the inextricable connection between authorized aesthetics and the movements that inspire cultural change, or changing government policies, which in this case being the ever-changing policies around asylum seekers and refugees. As consumers of content, we must look further into how art and iconography can be shaped by power, not only within our current policies, but the foundations of a society. For instance, a key example for how graffiti can be projected as a radical form of communication is the statue of William Crowther in Hobart, Tasmania. This particular monument stood as a crossroads within the community due to its value in heritage, but more significantly, as a reminder for Indigenous mistreatment within the past and present Australia. This statue and various other colonial era monuments were intertwined to the injustices that Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islanders faced at the hand of imperialism. This quickly attracted attention in the form of radical media, with these monuments being disfaced, and in particular, that aforementioned example of that William Crowther statue was torn down and branded with the words, "An eye for an eye." This example, and others, such as the Bondi Seawall, are functioning reminders into the foundational implications which birth protest forms such as radical media. While many see these actions as mere street art, they can be a vital image towards the deeper and more taboo connotations within society, illuminating public dissatisfaction in a non-violent yet confronting manner. In my opinion, the concept of authorized aesthetics can be branched back to not only to political or social activism, but a society's desire to reclaim public space and show individuality within an era of gentrification and commercialism. Authorized aesthetics walks a fine line between an acceptance of public art and expression along with the vocal messages of those seeking change. Original examples, such as the statue of William Crowther, illuminate the power of the image, with the graffiti on the statue serving as a grim reminder into not only the dark actions of this man, but the injustices of the colonial system coming to light. I found this particular concept to be especially intriguing due to the overwhelming connection we all have towards these messages, along with the visceral response these forms of civil disobedience have when used on famous landmarks or merely as a break from the brutalism of gentrification. Authorized aesthetics can be uniquely interpreted through actions such as defacing the Crawford Monument, through the inherent social and political motives which drive the motivation for art in the first place, as evident by numerous modern murals and artworks which often neglect the message of beauty for that of a strong message. Modern art and graffiti allows introspection into how authority is at work within everything, with even subtle ideas within artistic impressions reflecting a more deep and argumentative purpose. This particular unit and reading force us to consider the overarching meaning behind art, while striving us to understand how even within our schools, businesses, or even hobbies, notions of authority reshape the way we as a society behave and function, illuminating the increasing relevance and impacts of this concept. Once again, I'm Smith McMurdo, and thank you very much for listening.